Alrighty, so in the Thaddius Sludge Warlock list that uh so we want Thaddius on opening hand against Warrior. I'm just gonna mill all this away. But Ruben was commenting on the like best decks you should play or whatever. Made a comment about this list and whether or not why this isn't on the list, and I would say this is a newer deck, and just to like kind of show the evidence on that, like this list that I'm using, where'd it come? It was literally a day ago that this was posted. Right here. And 4. And you know, this one, like I feel like it's alright. And already in my short time of playing it, I played 2 games before I started recording it, and I've already lost both of them, and both were to, or one was a Control Blood Death Knight, and they had Patchwork on 7 that hit Thaddius, Taelan, and Sludge on Wheels, and the deck literally has no longevity after that because they're still at 40 HP at that point, and so you concede. Same thing with my other matchup I had. The other matchup was against the Drill Rogue, and they just had much better tempo than we did. We do everything like out of order. We opened up Thaddius, which is fine, the slime, but the problem with it was like we had on turn 6, we had a way of triggering it, but like when we actually had our Thaddius down, we weren't able to make a play off it. Like we didn't have any of our draw stuff, and I wasn't able to discover or like get into any of the draw. And so it just really felt like a really big waste. And so you really have to position Thaddius extremely well for this to actually work. On top of that, also having a lot of slimes at the bottom of the list to actually, you know, deal damage. And Arcanist is kind of weird in the list because Arcanist doesn't combo off with the Sludge at all. It doesn't increase the attack at all, and there's actually no damaging spells except Hellfire, I think, that actually deal damage to face. And so, honestly, after playing this list a couple times, I honestly think that Arcanist can go down to 1, and then add in the 5-cost guy that resummons up an undead, just so you have an extra chance with Thaddius, because I really don't feel like double Arcanist is needed. And like outside of that, it's just kind of meh. So I'm kind of in a weird spot here. Play this and I'll pull out a slime and we'll get that slime ready for turn 6, but we don't have a way of actually triggering it. Play Talon and Coin, I think. Or we just play Thaddius, Coin, Sir Finley, and try and get a different hand. It's like, this isn't like, I like the draw here, but it's all out of place. Since we do have the Taelan here, it won't be a problem being able to draw Thaddius again, so that's another reason why I kind of made that play. Okay, this is a little bit better. Yeah, this is much better. We deal with this, so we're gonna end up poking to that. But, and like, we're already at 16 HP too. Like, it's just kind of like, I don't know why people are saying this is a really strong deck. It just kind of like, the combo kind of dies hard, and I mean, we're getting out-tempoed by this warrior here. Okay, there's a Thaddius. Okay. Is this on odd? On even? Come on. Like, literally everything in the deck. If this happened to be on odd, now would be the turn to pop off with it, because we go slime, corruption into that, or probably into this maybe. And now this is at 9 HP, into that. Then we'd literally have this, both of these, and we'd just be able to drop everything down and also refill our hand. But because this is not on odd, we can't make that play happen, and we just lose. Like, this is why I'm saying, like, this deck is just, sometimes it's fine, or sometimes it's not. But we're just going to have to play the Arcanist and go for a Hellfire. That's 5 damage. I guess we're going to poke here. We are going to restore HP back, so that's at least, you know, nice. But this is still 9 damage there, and if he has any other extra damage, we just kind of fall off. Which, I mean, I think the deck is fun. I think it's cool when the combo works off, but I have not been able to get this combo to go off at all. Yeah, like he has Olgrel. Like I don't exactly lethal. Like if he didn't have it, if this was on even, we would have had a chance there. But like even then, like we had like not the worst hand, and even like the Finley wasn't bad there. It's just it doesn't feel very consistent to me at all. Okay, so I made the changes like I was talking about. Added in the Reanimator guy. We at least had a second chance with Thaddius if there's any potential with that. Let's see what we want to keep here. None of this. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of split with this deck. It's very... I think there's way more consistent decks out there rather than this list. Or at least not specifically to Warlock. I just think Warlock isn't extremely great to be playing right now. It is number 6 right now, and Hunter's made its way back up in usage rate. So it's kind of, you know, there with it. At least we're not playing against a bunch of Tree and Druids, so I could at least appreciate that a bit. Wish this was 2 mana, because I would definitely play this right here and trade into that. I'm just going to tap here. And so this is what, Naga Demon Hunter, and so I don't think we even win this matchup. They're going to be able to combo off on turn 4, 5, 6. And depending on how, you know, we open, this kind of is going to vary. Like, I mean, like, clearly we have these cards here. There's Thaddius. Okay, so that's looking up a bit. Okay, this is the more scarier cards. I'm going to poke here. I just don't like how it's limited to each turn, like it swapped each turn, and so the turn that you do want to pop off, if it's not on the correct polarity, you just kind of, you have to wait a turn, and that's one more turn that your opponent has to try and kill you, and most decks are very capable of doing that. But I'm going to try, you know, position myself in the best, you know, way I can, and try and get this combo at least off once, but I mean, I'm already 0-3 with this, or 0-4 right now with this list. But it's looking better. I mean, this is the first time I've gotten this much sludge, or all the sludges here and there. So if we could somehow manage to get our slime down and be able to kill it on our turn, we could maybe have a really big swing turn here against this guy. Problem is they have very sticky guys, or not, I wouldn't say sticky guys, but a lot of individually small guys here. And it looks like he doesn't have that great of a hand, so this is actually extremely good for us. Okay, I'm going to make this play here. Get rid of that damage. I'll tap for this too. Really nice that we top deck that actually. Oh, I wish we had one more mana. That'd been lovely right there. And we also need the sludges, or all the board to be cleared, for the sludges to go through and hit face. And even then, like when I played against this list, what were the decks I was playing? I played Plague, I played Dragon Druid, and I played Tree and Druid into this deck, and I killed them before turn 6. With all 3 decks, and so I think this deck is very situational. If you do go against the really like slow non-Renathal decks, I think this could really pop off against them, but it's very situational, and I don't really care for decks that are very situational. But it's looking up at least. I think this guy kind of, this is actually aggro. I don't think this is like the Naga version. Okay, well there's that guy. It's not terrible. Yeah, I think I want a Mortal Coil there. I want an answer for that, which honestly we could just Fracking and that could be the answer for it. I could also throw Finley here, which is kind of basically puts these 3 at the bottom and these 3 up top. But the reason why I'm thinking that is because there's a chance we get Taelan, and then there's also a chance we could get a Slime and another Sludge on Wheels. But I also feel like there's a really high likelihood of us burning a card if we make that play. Okay, well let's do this play first. See where to go. Arcanist does not really change my mind at all. Okay, I'm going to do this play here. This isn't really threatening right now. We're at 23 HP. But he could have a pop-off turn if he does play the Gunslinger, and that's the thing that I'm worried about, because he could have drawn into it here. We have the 3 at the bottom. We know that for... Oh, actually, we don't know that for a fact. It doesn't say that. How does Sir Finley work? Swap your hand with the bottom of your deck. Okay, so it's not guaranteed, but we did get into the cards I was talking about. I guess we could do this. It's fine. Okay, that's actually not terrible. Okay, I actually don't mind this turnout. Okay, like I said, he did have the sharpshooter. Okay, it's a good thing we did draw into the Hellfire here, and so we're not having to waste the sludges on clearing or having the chance to clear it. And it is really nice too to have the Felstring Harp too. This getting buffed is actually so big. I mean, I know that was a while ago, but it's just so much better that it's this way now. It costing 1 is a extremely big difference here. Okay, that's actually extremely big because he was able to pop off with that. So extremely lucky with how that went. We'll do this. Okay, I'm gonna say we don't need the Mortal Coil here. Mortal Coil. Okay, I think the guy probably should have been a little bit more patient with this. I don't think I like this guy's list for what this guy's trying to do. Like, I think if you're wanting to play Sharpshooter, you should fully invest into comboing off with the Sharpshooter. But, I mean, he has this card on very fortunate turns. Okay. If he waited the turn to play that with this, it would have been big swing for him. Hmm. I want to save this. We're just gonna waste this right here. We'll tap. Okay, we're already in a really good situation. They're kind of already burnt out, and they've already that's few reload cards already down. They don't have anything else that they could potentially have unless they have Sigil. Or maybe the Outcast card, Illidan's Outcast, whatever that 2-mana spell that draws 2 if you have an Outcast, if it's Outcasted or whatever. That's really the only... I mean, you could maybe pop off with that. Oh, Glaive Tar. Or what are that thing? What, Magnifying Glaive, is that what it is? That is scary. We need Sludge on Wheels. Does that change? We can at least guarantee stuff on the bottom. Taelan and I think Sludge kind of works here. Go and do here, and then poke there, play this, I think. We'll give us more sludges. I'm actually tempted if I want to play Popguard in the deck too. I mean, Popguard is very slow, but the fact that we're at 12 HP, you could definitely pop off and fight us there. Oh no, that was he top decked into that. Really bad. If he just draws no momentum, it's over. God, even like it's just too slow, man. This doesn't too situational. This deck is not good. Okay, I mean that's looking up though, getting the sludges down. You just can't draw Glaive Tar here. Or some other way to remove the Taelan here. But even that's even worse because he kills it. Actually, if he kills it and we draw into Thaddius, we can maybe make something happen. Because we could Spear Bomb our own guy here. But it has to be an odd for that to work. Okay. Does he have momentum? He does have momentum. Oh, Planted Evidence. Okay, so he's 1 off. No, that counts as a damage, right? No, he has the other Planted Evidence. Man, come on. I don't see how this deck is. Like, we have all the right, like, positioning for it, and I don't even know. Oh my gosh, not a Death Knight. Okay, it looks like we have a Thaddius here. Okay. I don't know if this is going to be like an aggro list or if it's another control list, but we're going to keep the Mortal Eradication in case it's anything else in that. Rather than, you know what I mean. We don't win against a Death Knight at all. Like, I don't even know what this... Let me pull this up. Yes list. less than 48% win rate against Death Knight, less than 50% against Druid, 55 against Rogue, 45 against Warrior, and its best matchup is against Demon Hunter, and we got rolled by them. I don't see how this is a contender for being a top tier deck. And it's Plague. This is lovely. The amount of drawing we have with this list and the fact that this is gonna always reshuffle our deck means that our what's it called? Sludges aren't gonna be actually where we want them, so we can't win this matchup. Unless they like Steam Cleaner their own stuff against us or something, which I mean sometimes Plague Death Knight runs Steam Cleaner and like the ETC sometimes, but like we don't not a good matchup for us at all. I do like this got buffed. I mean, this from 4 to 3 is actually really solid for this kind of play style. I just don't think Warlock is in a good place right now. Hopefully the mini set will kind of turn that around. I'm not really sure what to expect from the mini set though. Okay. Felstring Harp is really nice here, but see, turn 4 is kind of a funky turn for us. I don't know what we want to do. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. We play this last so we could have a 0-cost 1. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, we just need something to trigger this. So let's do this. Tap. Your problem's a trigger. The problem is we don't have any slimes. So like even if we want to have a really big pop-off turn, we can't even. We don't have any slimes to follow up with it for like a potential OTK or something. It is nice that this is in a Renethal list, so we'd be at, you know, they'd have at least less HP to work with, and at least, you know, not triple blood too. But and it's nice he's wasting a skeleton crew on that at least. He's already reaped with that, so it's a rare one. Always try and save these for the legendary one because it always feels much more impactful that way. We're just gonna burn the Taelan here. We're gonna save this hero power here. Okay, that's fine. Really, we're just slowing it down just to get it out of our hand. We're not gonna burn a card, right? No, okay, cool. Astalar, don't love that, but it's fine. Still think I want to drop this down because we really don't care about the slime or anything like that. Yeah, we'll just pass again. The thing we could have done was like Arcanist and Mortal Eradication, but I do just want it because he might just trade into this and just clear the board for ourselves or something, which I think I'm fine with. Yeah, look, he's putting in the 2/2, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, down with the ship. I'm gonna burn a card here. Something, any of the plagues would be lovely to get actually burn. So I'm praying for that actually. I think now would be the turn I want to do Arcanist with the Mortal Eradication here. Try and actually restore some HP back. I also have the Mortal Coil as well to do. Oh, that's not great. Okay. As an epic one. Okay. I think that's either the Colossal one. Oh, lovely. Cool. I'm really glad we burned that actually. Oh, lovely. I don't mind that positioning at all. We'll call that one because it has more HP. Cool. Love that too. Okay, we have the Sludge on Wheels here. We're gonna leave that up. Okay, so here's the idea. Turn 8, play this. Spirit Bomb, play No, that's not gonna be enough. We need more. We need the slimes actually in the deck to actually make this happen. And we need fracking as well. So we're gonna we're like again we're just having to wait while they're gonna be building up, generating more, you know, treasures while we're still sitting here at 18 HP, just waiting. I don't know, I guess we could have done the mortal eradication like a turn earlier, but he's harrowing ox with this, man. Okay, well at least we have the reanimator here. And that was odd. Okay. We just have a semi-solid turn here. Okay. Fracking. Don't like that. Okay, choose one to discard. I'm gonna discard that. We have fracking here. Okay, we're gonna do it. So we have another go with this here. We're gonna go ahead and play that. We're gonna pass. Okay, that's the first time I've actually been able to get Thaddius on the board and actually have at least some damage go off. Bro, I swear to God. Now it's not on our board anymore, so this is just a waste. So we're just kind of we're done here. We don't have wave coming back at all. Just need to play one more treasure out there as rat. That means this is gonna get or Reska's gonna get summoned from that now, and he already has everything in. The whole position with this list is just impossible against any other deck. It feels like Plague's just gonna roll through it. Dragon Druid's gonna roll through it. Tree Druid's gonna roll through it. All the top meta decks right now are just gonna roll through this list. And I would say we've had some really good hands, and this has been the case every single time. Blood, look at that. This is exactly 5 there. Unless we could like really milk this Sludge on Wheels somehow. That's like really the only other case here, but I mean, I guess the only benefit here, excuse me, is he hasn't played Helia yet. So that means all these plagues aren't getting cycled. So there could be potential to maybe get the Sludge to really do its thing, but I don't know what we could do. I would say there's not enough Sludge support really, or at least the way it feels for what we're trying to do. Maybe I could try and revamp the list so we have a little bit more Sludge stuff, because like the fact that only the Sludge on Wheels here. Maybe we need to play the Battle Cry one that adds like 1 to hand, and then when it dies, 1 to the ground or whatever, you know it's called. This card needs to be buffed where it only hits enemy stuff, because I'd like to Plague Eruption, but then we just don't get any value from that at all. We play, and then everything is just discarded. We lose it too. Either way, he's gonna get it back. Oh, I guess I could have done the order differently. I didn't realize how it goes off. Deal 2 damage, then 1. I could have did this first and then played the audio bots. Okay, so that was my bad actually. And then I could have mortal coiled. I did the ordering wrong there, but I don't think that would have changed anything. If they had Tomb Trader as a follow-up, then it just wouldn't have changed the outcome at all. But at least now this time I realize that. Okay, and then there's the Helia there. Okay, so we just lose. Yeah, it wasn't going to be game-changing enough if I did make that play correct or not. But now I know at least for next time, for when I want to make or if I happen to go up against another Posic, play this first and then the bots, and then what the bots will have 2 HP left over with how that works. Yeah, do we just... Oh, okay. Okay. Potential, potential. Okay, we're gonna do this in draw. I don't know how this works with the plagues or not. We might take the damage for it. Can't remember, to be honest. Yeah, we don't. Did we get all the plagues into our hand? That'd be lovely. Okay. Looks like we don't have any more on the list, but if he has 2 damages, we just lose. Which, or I mean, he has that one there, so if he has a... Okay, we're not done yet. We have 4 there. But we don't have a way of removing either of these, do we? We need to have a friendly minion here, so we have to draw like a slime or something and like destroy. Yeah, we just don't win. Lift, really? Yeah, I don't see how this list is supposed to work. Like, I understand the concept and like I don't combo off with it, but it's too slow and it's way too situational for it to actually work. And I've played 6 games with this now, 5 games with it now, and we haven't even had a chance to actually get it to go. And this was like what one of 2 games that actually got Thaddius on to it. But both times we didn't have the sludges built up at all, or had an opportunity to even have them built up. So I really don't see how this deck is supposed to be, you know, the hype behind it.